That's right, Susan. As you said, this is the 70th anniversary of the United Nations, and what more fitting time to concentrate on the half of the world's population that don't have the same rights as the other half. We're talking about women and girls and, of course, men on the other side. And there were a lot of pledges from governments. For example, Germany, Angela Merkel, one of the most powerful women in the world, so these more women in the economy. Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the president of Liberia, the first female African president, says they will pass a law banning domestic violence. But as you said, President Xi Jinping, China's president, chairing the session and pledging too that China is at the forefront when it comes to women's rights.
妇女权益是基本人权。
Women's rights and interests are basic human rights. They must be protected by laws and regulation and integrated into national and social goals and norms.
There were some key pledges as well from China, $10 million for the UN agency called UN Women, a relatively new agency, also funding 100 grassroots projects which will provide education and healthcare facilities for women and girls. Of course, this follows on from 20 years ago, that landmark Beijing Women's Conference. It's actually been called Beijing Plus 20 here in the corridors behind me. And it's really about gauging how much has been done, but also how much has to be done, Susan.
So, Nathan, of course, the big question, is this achievable?
Well, they have a very catchy slogan, which is 50-50 by 2030. What does that mean? Equal rights, 50-50 for men and women by 2030, fitting in with these sustainable development goals. UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon urged the world to act.
We cannot achieve our 2030 agenda for sustainable development without full and equal rights for half of the world's population in law and in practice.